Hey,
Hello.
hello Vaidehi.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I hope Purva also is joining. Just added her.
Um, yeah, I just received a message as well.
Okay, she's been invited, but I think she'll join soon. We'll wait for some time probably.
Sure.
I think now that should happen. So hello to everyone who's there. We'll be starting in another 2 minutes. Yeah, Purva is here.
I first time going live, so there's a lot of confusion happening.
We are
How are you doing,
figuring
Vaidi?
out.
Good, good. How are you?
All good, all good. Very excited for
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Should we, I think, wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll start? Maybe
Yeah.
wait for some of people to join. Yeah. I'm also a little unsure about the internet situation here because it is cold in Bangalore today,
Oh,
and the rains are, and the light is also coming and going. So
we have the same situation here.
yeah, let's just hope for the best.
But we do
Yeah,
have
same here.
electricity, like touch wood.
Same here, Vaidehi. I don't know when electricity is also going to go away wherever I am today.
Yeah, but everywhere I think it's the same situation because I've been seeing the news and everything, and it's pouring everywhere.
Yeah. All
Deepti,
right.
I have one technical question. There's a
Mm-hmm.
share video option. So
Yeah.
are we
Okay.
supposed to do that or no? She's sort of a
No,
live coach.
I think share video is probably the screen share kind of an option. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
so
thinking.
it says with others so they can watch too. So I don't know what that is.
Uh, okay. I think we
Okay, I
can ask the
pressed
people.
on it. Yeah, I
Okay.
pressed on it. So it's saying that anyone watching can see that you're watching too. So probably this is like, I think this is going to go on my profile as well, that I am
Ah,
watching the live.
okay. Okay. Great.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are all learning new things every
Yeah.
time we go live or do something like this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's a task,
Yeah.
technology.
But that's what we were discussing the other day, that with this venture also we are learning so much about social media and how to
Right.
operate social media. So it's kind of, it's a good thing as well.
It
We're
is.
learning
You
something new.
learn through the process.
Yeah.
I think we should start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think we should start?
Yeah. I think we
Okay,
can start.
we
Deepti,
can
over to you.
start. Yeah, so hello everyone and warm welcome. It is pouring everywhere, so I hope we find some cozy comfort today. With us, we have Purva and Vaidehi, and I am Deepti. I am a dance movement therapy facilitator, and Vaidehi and Purva, all three of us are that. And we have our own backgrounds. Like I come from a dancer's background, an educator's background. I've been a Kathak dancer, always fascinated by dance. Classical dance is a beautiful journey. However, it's a long journey. So we know that classical dance does not happen in a day or two, but it's got numerous benefits, numerous therapeutic elements to it. And my whole idea was, why should people who are not fascinated or who are not interested or who are not doing classical dance be left out, right? They also need to gain something out of this beautiful, beautiful concept called dance and movement. And that's how I thought we should start kinesthetic journeys for everybody. And luckily, Purva also was in tune, and I will let Purva introduce herself.
So yeah, I'm Purva. I also have a classical dance background. I've been dancing Bharatanatyam for over 20 years now, and always had this urge to be able to use my art form to be able to help others in not just that, oh, I want to teach other people dance, but really holistically help their lives or help make their lives better. And as Deepti was saying that, we sort of started talking about it while we were training together to be dance movement therapy facilitators. And I don't really know what point was it where we thought that, oh, let's do a thing. It happened very seamlessly, very organically. And so through our venture, what we want to do is to bring DMT in the forefront because people don't know about it. And there are a lot of misconceptions which we will be talking about it today. And so also to be able to create more opportunity for other DMT facilitators and therapists to come and talk and share their journeys and experiences. So I feel it'll be a good and a fun thing to be able to talk to our peers and seniors and juniors who are doing really cool things in the field. Such as Vaidehi, who is you are a you
Yeah.
have a master's in
Yeah.
psychology and a DMT, a certificate in DMT. So, like my first question off the rack would be, what is DMT for you? How, if you had to explain it to someone who doesn't know, how would you explain it to them?
So for me, I always choose this, line that DMT, like dance movement therapy, people listen to it like dance movement therapy and they get scared. Okay, dance bhi hai, therapy bhi hai, movement bhi hai. Like there's so much in that one single word. So I always tell them that for me, DMT is something which is like small movements, like which can be part of your day-to-day life, like you are cooking, you are moving.
Mm.
So these kind of small movements can, help you in a lot of things like connecting yourself to your mind, or it's so simple that, uh, for example, for me, I had this very weird habit of like taking my shoulder up. So through DMT, dance and movements, I realized that oh, there is something wrong going on. I think it should be relaxed and everything. So these are the small things which happens through that. So whenever somebody asks me that what is DMT for you, I always tell them small movements in your day-to-day life, which will help you heal, which will make you aware about yourself, your body, your mind, and then you can go on a journey where you can do more movements to go deeper into healing.
Yeah, that's wonderful as an explanation because even now, most of the times people are just like, oh, but I don't know how to dance.
Yeah,
and and that sort of becomes the beginning and end of the conversation.
it
So I
does.
feel this is a nice way to explain.
Even
Yeah,
I
I
get so
think we
many people, yeah, like that.
go
हमको
on,
तो
go
डांस
on,
नहीं
Vaidhi.
आता. Thing which everybody tells me whenever I have put up a poster for a workshop or a session for DMT. And the first thing I say, it's okay. हाथ पैर हिलते हैं, that is enough.
True. And same thing, Vaidehi. Everybody who we tell, who I have spoken to, I am a dance movement therapy facilitator. They're like, yeah, what is that? The first question is, what is that? That there is a career, there is a profession, there is a therapy modality like this. People have absolutely no awareness. And that is the reason I think me and Purva discussed one day, and we should start here more than announcing that we are therapists. It is what is DMT is the first step for us.
True, true.
Because I feel and once people experience it, we have not had both Deepti and I have taken workshops, and we have not had one negative or even a lukewarm response. Ki, हाँ, it was okay, whatever. Everyone who has done it has loved it But the struggle is to actually bring people, to convince people that this is not dance, this is not a dance class. We are not teaching you a choreography. Is has been it's a struggle.
Yeah. Completely
Yeah, I
agree.
think
Yeah.
we should jump to that, I think, Purva. What it is not is a great way to learn what really DMT is. So as Purva said, it is definitely not just dance. It's definitely not just movement, right? There is something more to it. So for me, what DMT is not is it's not just not fun, right? It's you don't come to a DMT session and have fun. It's not meant for that. It's not meant for entertainment. Yeah, jump on and add in your thoughts.
Yeah,
Ready?
even yeah, I feel that there is this you know kind of a perception that dance movement therapy, that means there is a choreography for dance, or there will be a session where you will be made to dance or made to do some kind of movements, which people often feel that they will, if they are not able to do it, they'll look bad in front of others, or some people feel conscious that if they teach these kind of movements, my body doesn't look good doing these kind of. So that is something which I feel DMT is not, because I recall that in our sessions or when we were learning, it was always a very free zone. Like, you were not given a choreography, or you were not given a fixed routine to stick to, or a fixed style or anything. It was just whatever your mind says. You feel happy, you move like you are happy. If you feel some kind of, so it is something which I feel it's so free, so, and it is also very subjective, that I feel that I'm happy, so I'm moving this way. But if another person feels that happiness comes with these kind of movements, they can do their own style, and that is what they feel comfortable in. So I feel that is like a comfort zone, a safe zone, something which is very subjective, and anybody can do it.
I think a good point that you brought forward was in a dance class, even if it's like a one time thing, there is somewhere that pressure of having to participate, or someone a little sternly asking you to participate. And so there is not enough agency over there. Versus in a DMT session where the agency completely lies with the participant. Even if in the middle of the session they feel like it's not for them, there is no uh, restriction on them to step aside or even leave or do movements as they want or not do much or do or move to their fullest. So I feel this is also one thing which I have personally found it a little hard to put across, that no, it's you can do whatever you want. And
Right.
that I feel even people, it's a little difficult for them to absorb it, because not a lot of spaces offer that in this day and age, at least.
Yes, in fact, Purva, exactly that, right? Most of the times when we go to sessions, it's always led by somebody. There is a teacher. Like the moment you hear dance, the first thing that comes to your mind is a teacher.
Sure.
And here, a teacher cannot be saying don't do, right? A teacher will have to say do, and enforce certain steps or movements or routines. Whereas here, it's like if you don't want to move, you're welcome. So, yes, it is not a structured curriculum that we follow.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Even
Also, I
I,
feel, yeah, go go ahead.
just adding to what Deepti said, it's like, even uh, if you are just observing movements, what other people are doing, that is also really helping. Like, there is no need for you to get up and do movements. Even if you observe and then you realize, okay, wow, the body is moving this way, that means this is what the body is trying to tell you, or that is how you learn to communicate, I feel. So you don't need to always get up and just go around, dance, and it's just, sometimes it's just silent also, you can just observe.
Also, and I feel in the end, I remember one of our supervisors had said this thing that if at the end of the session the participant is has reduced stress levels or is feeling happier than before, then the therapy part of it is achieved. And so,
Right.
because in workshops especially, very few groundbreaking things happen, and it is a little difficult to bring them to a resolution or conclusion, but just a reduced stress level because you have moved, and the endorphins have really hit, and they're flushing through your
Yeah.
body. That is therapy enough. And even a normal dance class, if you're dancing, would do that, but here the connection is, I feel, slightly deeper than a regular dance class.
Yes, exactly. Here, I think a dance class can be therapeutic, cannot be therapeutic, can be stressful also
Mm.
sometimes, right? If you're, as Vaidehi was talking about it, now when you have to follow a set routine or you have to showcase a skill there or learn a skill there, and sometimes that becomes challenging and sometimes that becomes stressful. Whereas when you come to a therapy session, the agenda is very different. The agenda is to address your needs. It need not be that you have to learn something and go that day. It need not be that you challenge yourself. It is just that you don't want to do anything, it's fine. If you want to move, it's fine. If you want to talk, let's do that. There is such a open-ended
Mm.
space that we create for who want to come and participate in this, right? It's just that you be yourself and we'll find a resolution to it. So there is a fixed agenda. The agenda is finding a resolution. It's
Mm.
not movement, it's not challenge, it's not stress, it's not talking. It's just the agenda is it's your space.
Yeah. Also, a lot of people with talk therapy. And so that's why therapy then becomes intimidating, because they necessarily don't find the right words to express. And so movement is such a great way to do that, because there is no compulsion of, verbally expressing and finding the right words. You just have to move and express more to yourself than to others, which I feel is the most beautiful part of DMT.
Yes, I
Yes.
completely agree with that. Because as a counseling psychologist, when I have clients and I have to ask them what is happening, just tell me about yourself, express yourself. Sometimes it takes more than 15 sessions for me to get the client to talk.
Mm.
What is it? But in DMT, just probably just 1 or 2 sessions later, the client will start expressing, you know, emotions and feelings and whatnot. Not that is easier because that is first you express that to yourself while dancing, while moving, or any kind of movement. You start expressing things to yourself. That is how you get aware. And the self awareness is, I think, one thing which will help a lot in the process of healing, because
Mm.
once a person is aware what is happening with me, or that is where I feel that 50% of healing has been done.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I feel one more thing that DMT is not, and I get that a lot, that it is not physiotherapy and it is not physical therapy.
Yes.
Get that a lot. Lot of times people saying, I have this terrible
Yeah.
pain in my neck, and my head goes somewhere like it's probably some unresolved trauma, but I can't give you any exercises. I'm sorry, you're going to have to do DMT for it. So that is one more thing.
Yeah, I feel that that comes naturally while you are in a session. Like
Mm.
you will naturally realize that your neck is stiff or your shoulders are stiff, and then you will naturally have ways to heal that. Like you will start getting conscious, but you cannot pinpoint that. Okay, your neck is stiff, so I'll suggest you these kind of exercises. Do that regularly, and it will help. No, this is
Mm.
something which I feel comes naturally when you are moving and you have this realization that this is happening to my body, and you start getting aware about it, and then you start paying attention to those small things, and you start paying attention to times when your neck is getting stiff, and that is when actual healing happens.
Yeah. It's like physiotherapy, but a little
Higher.
upscale, a higher version of physiotherapy where you can heal
Yeah,
yourself from within.
True.
right. I think, yes, that is a very valid point. Here, you're the therapist yourself also, simultaneously, right? So, dance movement therapy facilitator is just facilitating, but you
Mm.
are the one who are healing. Like a physiotherapist has to participate to heal. But here, you're taking the charge, you're taking the agency, and you are finding a solution that is best suitable. And I think that's the best way, right? You know yourself the best, you treat yourself the best, you deal with your problems the best. We are here to support you, we are here to
Yeah,
guide you, we are here to hold you wherever you need us. But ultimately, I think the best solutions are the solutions that come from within.
within.
And
Yeah,
that's the best part that I love about DMT, right? It facilitates that self-awareness and self-learning.
yeah.
So
True. As a psychologist, there is always this thing that therapy means that you have to give them guidance or listen to them and tell them that okay, these are a few solutions, you can choose what is suitable for you and then you can go for. But with DMT, this is very different. You don't give anybody any
Hmm.
solution. A person finds the solution themselves. They will move around or they will observe themselves, anything, and they will find it themselves. Like, okay, now this is why this is. And that is, I think, the best way to overcome something or, deal with issues or handle yourself and your emotions. If somebody is telling you do this, do that, that is really tough, and then it
Hmm.
becomes a compulsion and a task. But with DMT, it is so easy flowing because nobody is telling you what to do. It is you yourself who is deciding for yourself that this is what is good for me and this is what I should do for me.
Also, somehow, when one hears about tapping into yourself and getting that awareness, somewhere these terms, to me, even before I joined our course, they seemed a little daunting to me. Like, oh, how much work I'm going to have to put in to really understand myself, be aware of my body, deepen my mind-body connection. But it is actually not that difficult. I just realized that I needed some space from the outside clutter and chaos, some time with myself, and that was enough. And the revelations or the aha moments sometimes were small, sometimes really big. Sometimes it there weren't any aha moments, but it felt good just being with myself, understanding my mind and body better. So although sometimes it might feel like a really daunting task to really acquaint with oneself, it actually happens quite beautifully once you give yourself that space, I feel.
absolutely, Purva. I think I started with that. Na, DMT is not always fun. So sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's painful also.
Mm.
We have had in our own sessions when we were learning together, when we were training together, we have had difficult sessions, we have had easy sessions, we have had fun, we have had introspective sessions, right? It was not always fun, and it will not always be fun. And working on ourselves is not very comfortable,
Mm.
right? Ultimately, if you're reopening something or dealing with your old trauma or wounds that you have inflicted upon yourself or so many situations, it's not a very easy thing to do. But definitely compared to so many other modalities, is this is one
Mm.
of the easiest. I feel this is one of the most practical ways of dealing with all of them. So it will be challenging, but at the end of it we know there is sunshine, you know
Yeah, it's a mixed bag, but I feel the agency is so much with the participants. There are just even reflection after an activity, there are just so many options. They can verbally reflect, they can do it through art, they can do it through maybe writing a piece. Even that, there is so much variety and so many options available that even I feel the difficult process gets a little easier because you are still somewhere in your comfort zone. Some comfortable things are there for you to hold on to, I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it could happen that some small things or activities could trigger you, some moments or you might recall something which is disturbing or which is not comfortable for you to take in. But then there is, after that, there is also this space, very safe space, where you have the freedom to, see, take that in. And either you can write about it, either you can verbally share, or you can just do some kind of movements and just release it out of your body. So there are so many ways that you can, actually deal with what has triggered you, instead of just sitting there and sulking or crying or whatever. You will have methods later on to deal with
Mm.
that.
Yes. Yeah, and that itself is a therapeutic process, right, Vaidehi? When we paint or journal or even move or uh, listen to music, that process itself is therapeutic, and you are finding a way through the process to deal with it. So it is like a two-in-one thing that is happening at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
And even I
Also,
have, like, in my experience, I have seen this, that the studio where I work right now, it is there since last 17 years. And maximum, I mean, almost everybody is a female. Like, it's a special female class, and there is a mixed batch, working housewives, and there are females starting from age 6 to age 75. So we have a vast group. So I have observed this, that these females used to come to dance class just because they wanted some kind of activity to be done in their life and wanted to deal with some things, and they thought maybe dance is something they like and they would enjoy doing it just for fun and everything. But when, after a certain period of time they were in the class, they started realizing this is something more, but they don't know exactly what more. It's just not a fun dance class, it is something more. And then when I started taking dance therapy sessions in the class, so I have seen myself that people who were dancing at the end of the class because they were conscious about their body, and they were like, I cannot do these kind of movements, and these people do it so nicely, and I feel like they get this inferiority complex that, I feel this way. And when I take the dance therapy sessions, okay, the light has
it
gone.
is happening. But I have
And
a
when I
backup.
took the sessions, the same people who were dancing at the last row, they came forward. And since I mentioned it again and again that this is a non-judgmental zone, don't need to be conscious, you can move freely as your body moves. I have never seen a better performance of them. So that is what difference I feel, that in a dance class and a dance movement session, the difference where people think that मुझसे जितना हो रहा है मैं and they are comfortable with their body, they are comfortable with what they are doing, and they accept it, and then they freely do it. But whereas in dance class they are not able to accept कि ठीक है, it's okay, I can do this much only. But in a movement session, they can easily, comfortably do what they want to do.
Maybe we have a question for you. Uh,
Okay.
in current scenario, how do you ensure the integral integration post session? How do you make it easier for non-dancers or dancers also to move?
Okay, so I would be a part of the group. I would not be the one standing and just giving instructions. While giving the instructions, I would get in the group and I will start dancing with them or moving with them. And I'll tell them it's okay if you don't feel comfortable. Just for a while, you can follow me or do something similar with what I am doing. And then slowly, slowly, they start getting the grip of it because they observe me, they watch
Mm.
me, and they also start following my movements. And then after a while, they are into the. I play very I select good music, which is
Very important.
really important, I feel. So before the session, I have all my playlists ready. I have my notes and instructions ready. I have a book which is with me. If I need,
Your voice, yeah,
I was getting a call. So before
yeah,
the session, I would prepare everything. And then while I'm in the session, I would be a part of the group, not be a person who is instructing them, but a part of the same group and do the same things I ask them to do. So it makes it easier for them to join me.
Mm.
yes, absolutely. And I think Vaidehi, what also matters as the integration is a small reflection towards the end of the session. I'm sure you will be doing that, asking them how it was
Yeah.
different before and how it is now. I think that quick reflection brings about a lot of change. I've noticed that with my clients and people I work with. They would have danced, but they've not realized the importance of what they have done. They would have not realized, what they have achieved that day. And just that one question towards the end, whether the answer comes or not, but that realization happens that, I
Yeah.
have done something different today. I have worked on myself today, or I have moved today, and I'm happy about it, or I'm proud about it. So that happens.
I make it a point to always explain before the activity that this is what will happen through the activity.
Mm.
And that helps them to focus on that particular
Mm.
issue. So if I tell them that this activity will help you increase your concentration. So when they are performing the activity, they have this in their mind that this is something we are doing to increase our concentration, improve our concentration. So their focus will be there only. And
Right.
then when they are doing or performing the activity, they will start realizing through the activity only, okay, this is what is happening with me now.
Correct.
I
That's
feel, and for
great.
to come back to Akshita's question, how you're talking about this is not a dance class with classical dancers, because I've been taking some workshop sessions. I think that is number one rule, to get them to stop calling me ma'am,
Right.
stop calling me miss. And it was a little difficult to bring them out of their classical dance mold, because I remember like the first session, all of them were in like proper dupatta style and everything, because it was happening through their dance class. And over time, with activities, slowly it happened, but they did realize, and there was that integration of authentic movement and finding your own movement flow, um, shedding of the garb, all of those
Yeah.
things happened eventually. So for me, it like, you would think that classical dancers moving might come naturally, but free movement, it takes some
It
time, because the body is
does.
used to moving in a particular way, stand in a particular way, talk in a particular way. So take some time, but like most groups, like most clients, eventually the goal is somewhere met, I feel.
Yeah,
Yes.
even with like you are a Bharatnatyam dancer, I am a Kathak dancer. I think Deepti is also a Kathak
Kathak
dancer.
dance.
So we have always we are always taught that especially for Kathak, I know that wherever your hand goes, your eye should go there. But when in a DMT session, it is not a compulsion that okay, my hand is going this way, so my eye should go there, or my eye should follow my hand. It is something very free. Even sometimes in the session we ask participants to close their
Hmm.
eyes and then move. So for us dancers who have been trained for so many years to do a particular thing which is so necessary for classical dance, and then you are asked that abhi aanखें बंद करके करना है, and it gets difficult for dancers as well. But then after you do one or two sessions and then you start realizing, okay, this is something I can do, my body will flow now. And then there will be moments where you will slowly release more and more of your body and let it go.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And actually, just today, Vaidehi, I was from your area, right? Kumudini Lakhya. So I
That,
was listening to her anecdotes, and her student was telling me that she was one creative choreographer because she broke those rules. You're talking about that very point, now looking at your hand when your
yeah,
um, hand is going that side. She's like, I'll break that. I'll look the other side when my hand is going in one direction. And that is what brings about creativity in her choreography. And as dancers, I feel I have experienced that freedom, right? When you're bound to that, you have to look there, you have to turn this way, you have to bend this way, and then you're coming here and there's freedom. And I still love Kathak. Not that I don't love Kathak. I still love the rules and regulations that we have to do. But there is a freedom that comes about, and that has brought about a lot of creativity in my own choreographies, is what I think now, as dancers also, right? So,
Yeah.
agreed.
So I feel it's like a dance class cannot really be a DMT session, but a DMT session could teach you so much about dance in open avenues. Like similarly, how a physiotherapy session cannot be a DMT session, but you can have like a nice physiotherapeutic effect in a DMT session. So I feel the scope is like so wide. That's why we thought we need a series because we possibly cannot contain it with short reels or just one episode. So this is like just barely touching the, surface and talking
That,
about the basics, I feel.
yes. And interestingly, we have so many dance therapy facilitators in India. I just meet people and they're like, oh, I have done this course. I'm aware of it. Like, there are people who have said, I don't know what is DMT. But on the other side,
Yeah.
I actually meet at least dancers or psychologists who have background or exposure or a certification. And I
Hmm.
think it's a great platform for them also to come and express and talk and share their experiences. All of us have so many experiences that we have gathered, and it's a great way to talk to everybody and reach this message out to thousands and lakhs and crores of people that we have in our country and across the globe.
yeah. I completely agree with both of you, and I also feel that with it's not bound to one particular issue or emotion. It is something which, if you do that same activity every day, you might have different perspective every single day. I feel,
Definitely.
and that is something you can learn only by experiencing it. And I feel that people, because people are not aware about it that much, but once people have experienced it, that it will be literally life changing.
Yeah. It has
Yes,
been for
Yeah.
us.
all of
This
us.
is all of us.
Yeah.
Everyone who has done it, I feel there has been some groundbreaking
Yeah,
revelation,
not
something.
just facilitators. Even the participants have had something groundbreaking happening for them. Even by attending just 15 minutes of a intro that we do, or a 15 minutes of just that small energizer or experiential, they have seen the difference. So that's why we welcome many more people to join us and experience the benefits and fun and the challenges of dance movement therapy.
And I
Yeah,
also feel that it is not just for people experiencing troubles in life. It is for everybody. Even if you don't have any kind of problems with yourself, or you are very, you know, good with your mental health or anything. But DMT, I feel, is something which will help you grow and maintain a balance, mind and body connection. And I've also got this feedback from people I have taken sessions with, that they always thought that if you have any kind of issue like anxiety, depression, stress, whatever, then only you go for such kind of
mm,
sessions. But she did not have any issue or anything, and she just wanted to try it. And she tried, and she said that, oh, today all my perceptions have been changed, because I feel this is something everybody should do in their day-to-day life, just to have some time with oneself, like nothing else,
Yes.
yeah,
just for yourself. So I feel,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you so much, Vaidehi. I think that is a very
yeah,
beautiful conclusion also to this
absolutely.
session. Thank you for being a part of this, and thank you for sharing your experiences, your anecdotes and all the fun things that we have done together as part of
Yeah.
our sessions
Yeah.
together, right?
Right.
So, should we end the session with a gesture like
Yeah,
we end most of our DMT sessions? So,
yes. So,
for me, it is like a new little thing that has started, and I'm hoping it'll grow bigger and bigger with time. But right now, it's this new tiny baby which Deepti and I are, you know, taking care of
It
with love
will
yeah.
and
definitely grow. It will
passion.
definitely grow.
Yeah. So for me, it's this sparkling light because I really wanted to glow and grow at the same time. So it's this sparkly thing like a twinkling star.
For me, it is this because it has been a very wholesome session. I feel this is something all of us love talking about, all of us love sharing our
Absolutely.
experiences, and all of us learn a lot from each other. So, this is something which has been very wholesome, and I feel that more and more people will get involved and there will be more perspectives, more experiences to share, and people will get aware about it, and there is definitely going to be this is going to be a great success.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
And hopefully we'll see you again
Sure, I
in the
would love
future.
to.
Yeah, we'd
Yeah,
love to have you as
I
well.
think I think it's a great space to just catch up with our buddies also, you know. So
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
if not anything, we just get to. I have not spoken to Vaidehi in a
Yeah,
long time. So it was
Yeah.
just nice catching up with you, Vaidehi.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
really nice seeing both of you after a long time, and I felt,
Yeah.
I just went back 1 year, and I'm sitting there in Bangalore with all of you.
that day
Yeah.
Deepti and I were discussing about how like regular conversations both of us have are so interesting and so many insights are there, which we would love other people to be
Yeah.
a witness of. So then that was also one of the reason we started
Yeah.
this, because we talk about so many interesting, nice things. And it's only going to help the cause, right? Of,
Yeah.
promoting DMT. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
think, yeah, we were
Yes.
also very
That's it.
excited to meet the rest of our, course mates and
Yeah.
have similar conversations. So, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
being our first guest, Vedhi,
Thank you
and
for
you made the
inviting me.
process so much easier.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Vaidehi. Lots of love to you and have a good night. Good night to everybody else
Good
also who has joined.
night. And
Good
thank you for joining,
night. Take
whoever
care.
has joined.
Yes. Yes. Okay, Akshita's final comment. DMT is allied healthcare now by government. Thank you, Akshita. And there's somebody else, I can't see your profile, but yes, uh, would like to do a session myself. You're most welcome to come and do the session with any of us here on the screen. We are all available for you. Okay? Chalo,
All
good
right.
night.
Good
Bye
night.
bye.
Bye bye.